Have you ever wondered why wealthy kids are born with everything handed to them, while you have to struggle your entire life just hoping to afford a small home? While your parents taught you study hard to have a good future, their parents taught them money makes money, assets create passive income. Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up a truth that 90% of the population doesn't know. Being poor or rich isn't about how hard you work or how smart you are. It's about the system. Today, I'm going to expose why generational wealth is the secret weapon that keeps rich kids rich forever, while poor kids remain trapped in the endless cycle of poverty. After watching this video, you'll understand why wealthy kids learn things that schools never teach, how the financial system is designed to make the rich richer, and specific strategies to break the poverty curse in your family. Are you ready to wake up? You know what? While you were taught a penny saved is a penny earned, wealthy kids were taught cash is trash. That's the truth. Imagine two 10-year-old kids. The first one, let's call him Jake, son of a factory worker, was taught by his parents, you need to study hard, then work for a big company, earn a high salary, and buy a nice house and car. The second kid, let's call him Michael, son of a business owner, was taught by his father, son, a salary helps you survive, but assets make you wealthy. What's the result after 20 years? Jake finished college and got a job earning $5,000 per month. It seems successful, but in reality, Jake is trapped in the high salary trap. Every month, Jake has to pay $1,500 for his mortgage, $800 for his car payment, and $2,200 for living expenses. At the end of the month, he's left with zero. Michael was taught how to invest from a young age. At 18, he already had a brokerage account. At 25, he owned 3 rental properties. Michael's passive income is $8,000 per month from rental properties, while Jake is still trading time for money. The most important thing wealthy kids learn from childhood is how to distinguish between assets and liabilities. It sounds simple, but 90% of adults don't understand this concept. Assets are things that put money in your pocket every month, like rental real estate, dividend-paying stocks, businesses that generate cash flow. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket every month, like your home, car, luxury items. While Jake thinks his $300,000 house is an asset, Michael understands it's just a liability because he has to pay $1,500 monthly mortgage payments. Michael's real assets are his 3 rental properties, each bringing in $2,500 per month. This is the first lesson that schools never teach. Do you know the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Wealthy kids understand this from very early on. From childhood, they're already part of networks that poor kids never have access to. Think about it. When Jake goes to job interviews, he has to compete with hundreds of other candidates. What about Michael? Michael can call his uncles, family friends, or even classmates from prep school, people who are now executives at major companies. The harsh reality is that 80% of good jobs are never posted publicly. They're reserved for people with connections. Here's what I want you to remember. Time is investment's best friend. Wealthy kids have something money can't buy: time. When Jake finally has extra money to invest at 25, Michael has been investing since 18. This 7-year difference creates a massive gap because of the power of compound interest. Let's say both invest $25,000 with 10% annual returns. Michael investing from 18 will have nearly $1.2 million by 60. Jake investing from 25 will only have $650,000 by 60. Same money, same returns, but different timing equals double the results. This is crucial. Wealthy kids can accept higher risks because they have a safety net from family. If investments fail, they still have a home, food, and support. Jake is different. Jake can't risk investing in high potential but high risk opportunities. Jake has to choose safe, low return investments like bank savings accounts. The result is that wealthy kids can participate in high return investment opportunities that poor kids can never touch. Now, I'll reveal a secret that only the wealthy know: trust funds. This is the tool that helps wealth transfer from one generation to the next without being lost. While poor families have to sell assets to cover unexpected expenses like illness, accidents, weddings, or funerals, Wealthy families have trust funds to protect assets from all risks. Here's how it works. Parents place assets in a trust fund. Children don't own them directly but only receive benefits. Assets are protected from taxes, debts, divorce, and future generations continue to maintain and grow them. Wealthy kids are taught estate planning from very early on. They know how to use financial tools like life insurance, not for protection, but for wealth transfer. Family businesses to manage assets and optimize taxes, international investments to diversify geographic risks. Meanwhile, poor families don't even know how to write a will. When the breadwinner dies, assets get divided up and lost in complex legal procedures. This is exactly why wealthy people's assets keep accumulating while poor people's assets keep getting scattered. Let's analyze the poverty cycle that millions of American families are trapped in. Step 1. Parents work as employees, low wages, no assets. Step 2. Kids go to public schools with limited quality. Step 3. After graduation, they borrow money for college. Step 4. Graduate with debt, need to find jobs quickly with low salaries. Step 5. Marry someone in similar circumstances. Step 6. Borrow money to buy a house, pay mortgages for life. Step 7. Have children, worry about the next generation. The cycle repeats. Their children also have to start from zero. There are hidden poverty traps that few people recognize. Trap number 1 is the high salary equals success mindset. Poor people focus on increasing salaries. Wealthy people focus on creating assets. Trap number 2 is buying a home to live in instead of investing. A primary residence is a liability, not an income-producing asset. Trap number 3 is consuming to show success, buying luxury cars and expensive watches to fit in with society. Trap number 4 is not understanding inflation. Keeping money in savings accounts means losing money every year. To break this cycle, you need to change your money mindset by learning about personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, reading books, taking courses, following experts, and teaching your children about money from an early age. Next, you need to create passive income by starting with small amounts, investing in stocks and bonds, learning about rental real estate, and building side businesses alongside your main job. At the same time, you must plan your finances long-term by buying insurance to protect assets, creating inheritance plans for your children, and investing in your children's education. Finally, build your network by joining clubs and professional associations, connecting with like-minded people, and sharing knowledge and experiences. Have you noticed? The current education system is designed to create compliant workers, not creative leaders. What schools teach includes following orders, following instructions, fear of making mistakes, avoiding risks, competing with each other instead of cooperating, memorizing information instead of critical thinking. In contrast, what wealthy kids learn is to dare to think and act, accept failure, find opportunities in difficulties, build teams, lead groups, and problem-solving thinking. The result is one side graduates to look for jobs, the other side graduates to create jobs for others. Here's a bitter truth. Banks only lend money when you prove you don't need money. For poor people, borrowing is difficult with complicated procedures, high interest rates, collateral requirements, mainly borrowing for consumption like buying homes and cars. For wealthy people, borrowing is easy with simple procedures, low interest rates, special privileges, borrowing to invest and create income. Wealthy people use financial leverage to increase profits. Poor people borrow money to increase burdens. A truth few people know is that workers pay the most taxes, but wealthy people have many ways to legally optimize taxes. Income from salaries has personal income tax up to 35%. Income from investments has capital gains tax on stocks at only 15%. Income from real estate can deduct depreciation and management expenses. Wealthy people know how to shift income from salary to investment to reduce taxes. To start changing from today, in the first month, read at least one book about personal finance. Create a detailed budget to know where money goes. Open a brokerage account even if you haven't invested yet. Second month, start investing with small amounts from $500 to $1,000. Take an online course about investing. Learn about different types of investment assets. Third month, build an emergency fund equal to 6 months of expenses. Research real estate in your area. Start learning about entrepreneurship and business. Teaching children about money is also very important. From 5 to 10 years old, have children do chores to earn money. Teach children to distinguish between wants and needs. Open savings accounts for children. From 10 to 15 years old, teach children about interest rates and inflation. Let children participate in small investments. Encourage children to sell things and do small businesses. From 15 to 18 years old, teach children about stocks and bonds. Let children manage part of family finances. Prepare children for entrepreneurship. The golden principle in building legacy for future generations is the first generation creates wealth, the second generation develops wealth, the third generation preserves wealth. Implementation includes creating family businesses, investing in rental real estate, building diversified investment portfolios, buying large life insurance policies, and creating wills and inheritance plans. The most important things you need to remember. First, generational wealth isn't about money, but about knowledge. If you only leave money for your children without teaching them how to manage it, the money will be gone in one generation. Second, the system isn't designed to help you get rich. It's designed to keep you in the position of a worker. To escape, you have to learn and change yourself. Third, time is the most valuable asset. Start today, even with the smallest amount. 10 years from now, you'll thank yourself today. I know what I just shared might make you feel discouraged or angry. That's normal. Truth is usually more painful than illusion. But remember, knowledge is power. Now that you know the real rules of the game, you can start changing the game for yourself and your children. Don't let your children have to start from zero like you did. Let them start from what you've already built. Take action from today. Change from now. Your children's future depends on your decisions right now. If this video is helpful, please like and share to help more people wake up. Don't let the system continue creating wealth gaps. Together, we will break this cycle. Do you dare to change? Wishing you success on your journey to building generational wealth.